What's happening, guys? It's your boy the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another Mythical Monday video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, shout out to everybody that commented on my Mythical Monday video last week. Got a lot of good responses, man. Really happy about that. So thank you guys for commenting and sharing your opinions. I want to get you guys' opinions on this one as well, because this is another Mythical Monday matchup that I don't think has been discussed that much. And we're going to touch on it today, people. So at welterweight, we're going Shawn Porter against Antonio Margarito. Now, how does that go as a potential fight? I think we know how the fight would go, really. That would be a high volume amount of punches being thrown in that fight. Shawn Porter loves to throw punches, who is now retired, had a great career, was a champion at welterweight. Antonio Margarito was also a champion at welterweight back in the day. He was the WBO welterweight champion. He was considered, Antonio Margarito, as the kryptonite by some people to Floyd Mayweather. He was very tall as a welterweight. He could really carry the frame. He really had a frame of like a light middleweight or a middleweight, but he boiled down to welterweight, and he was tall, but he would throw a lot of punches, and the punches as well were solid. It wasn't like they was, it wasn't like he was a light hitter. And that, I'll say that, and we know what happened with Antonio Margarito down the line against Miguel Cotto. But listen, Antonio Margarito, man, before that controversial incident, he was a dynamic welterweight, very big, threw a lot of punches, put the pressure on, was real educated pressure, but he was just like, yeah, he swarmed his opponents, and he overwhelmed a lot of them. And Shawn Porter, you could say, is quite similar in that respect, where he does have a bit more skill, I would say, but he threw a lot of punches, Shawn Porter, man. He knew how to overwhelm his opponents as well. Look at his fight with Paulie Malignaggi. I know that was early in his career, but if you want to talk about a fight that overwhelmed someone, look at that fight and look what Shawn Porter did to him. He absolutely brutalized Malignaggi. And anybody that went in the ring with Shawn Porter had a tough night. Everyone. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, these guys got pushed to the limit against Shawn Porter. So he went in there, he knew how to fight, he had skill as well. But yeah, the volume, the aggression, the way how he bulldozed into his opponents, him and Margarito would have been like two trains colliding. That's how that fight would have been. Who would have come out on top though? That's the thing, because Margarito, like, he's tall, he's big, he threw a lot of punches as well. Yeah, these two would have just locked horns in the middle of the ring and they would have gone at it. I think that Shawn Porter had a bit more about him in terms of his ability. I think that he could, like we've seen Shawn Porter, he had a very good amateur career. Shawn Porter was a bit more versatile in that respect, and he could go use his feet if he had to. His dad was a very good trainer as well. And I think that his versatility may see him through here against Antonio Margarito in a war. It would have been an absolute war, fight of the year contender. But I just think that Shawn Porter might have been able to do enough to navigate his way to a decision win over Antonio Margarito, who some people may say was a bit limited in terms of what he could do, but he was very good at what he did do. And that was using his aggression, using his big frame at welterweight to really get on top of his opponents and, either pound them to victory or whatnot. But listen, that didn't always work for Margarito, by the way. Shane Mosley absolutely destroyed Margarito later on in his career. Pacquiao destroyed Margarito also in his career. So there's been fights. Cotto brutalized Margarito in the rematch, but Margarito, we all saw what went down in the first fight. But yeah, I think that, I'm not saying Shawn Porter would have been able to do that to Margarito, but I think that he may have been able to edge a points win here, in my opinion. But that's not taking anything away from Margarito, man. He was tough, he was big, he was strong. And I remember there was more than a few people that felt that Margarito had a good chance against Floyd Mayweather after he just moved up, because he was a small welterweight, didn't have particularly huge amount of power, but people thought Margarito might be the guy that Floyd Mayweather should fight. But I think that Floyd Mayweather would have beat him, but he was a problem. So how does this fight go for you? Mythical Monday matchup here, Shawn Porter against Antonio Margarito. I was actually going to do Antonio Margarito against Keith Thurman as the Mythical Monday matchup, but I ended up choosing Shawn Porter just for the fact that the styles would have clashed and it would have been a terrific fight. How does this one go in your opinion? Let me know. Drop your comments in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.